Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing predicting the Texans season, and don't forget to subscribe, so let's get right into it. First of all, I don't have these in order like their opponents. I don't have that yet. They're just home and away things, so it won't be in order, but these are their opponents. So to start off in the week one, we'll just say with the Bengals, I think that they are going to win that game. The Bengals, it kind of depends if they draft Joe Burrow. I'm not sure if they'll be very good or not, but lately, the last few seasons, the Bengals just haven't been a threatening team. Now, the next week against the Packers, I feel like it's going to come pretty close down to the wire, but they have Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, and just some really star players. Who knows what they'll get in the draft, too. So I don't think that they're going to win that game. I think that they're going to lose that game, maybe by 3 or 4. Alright, this next game versus the Patriots. We don't know what the Patriots look like without Tom Brady. But who knows what Belichick has planned up for this one. But I'm thinking without Tom Brady, the Texans will win, and so I think that they're gonna win and start off 2-1. Again, schedule's not in order, but I think that's the way it's gonna go. So on to the next one. Alright, their next opponent is the Kansas City Chiefs, and these are the previous Super Bowl champs, also who knocked the Texans out of the playoffs last year. I think that the Texans are coming for revenge. Will end up losing by 10 points. I just feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are just a little bit too high-powered of an offense, and their defense is also improving as well. Now, this next game against Cleveland, I think that it's going to be pretty close, but not too close. I feel like the Texans will win by 13 points, and so that's just going to add on another win to the season. Last year the Browns weren't too strong, so that's why I don't have very much faith in them next year, but you never know. It's hard to tell before the season starts, but I think that the Texans will win that game. Alright, the next one is the Detroit Lions, and I feel like this one is going to be close to a blowout. I feel like they'll win by 17 or more. The Lions just aren't that good of a team, and they weren't very impressive last year. They just never seem to have success. I feel like they should move on from Matthew Stafford, but I think that the Texans will indeed win this game. Alright, this next game against the Vikings, I think that they are going to win by 10, and I think just because it just depends on what they do in the offseason. I know that the Vikings were in the postseason and beat the Saints, but I don't think that the Vikings will be strong enough to beat the Texans in this one. Depends also if it's a home or away game, but I'm going to give this one to the Texans, and I think they're going to win that one. Next up, it's the Baltimore Ravens, who really fell apart in the postseason last year against the Titans, and I don't know they're going to do that. Lamar Jackson is too hard to contain. Nobody's figured him out yet. So I think that the Texans are going to lose to this one by 10 at least. It just, like, if the Ravens are as overpowering as they were in the regular season last year, that's a definite win. Alright, next up we got the Pittsburgh Steelers that they're playing, and I'm thinking that Pittsburgh wasn't very impressive, although they did beat my Rams last year, but my Rams weren't that competitive. I don't think that the Steelers are going to be very good this year on the offensive side, although they could put some fierce defense on them and make it a close game. So in the end, I would say that the Texans will win this game, but it would be by 3 or more. Next up, we have Chicago, and I'm thinking that this one, again, Chicago is just not a very good team. They had a really good year a couple years ago, but since then, it's been horrible for Trubisky. I don't think he'll do very good. Their defense is pretty good, but I don't think that they'll be strong enough for the Texans, and I think the Texans will win. Alright, this next game against Jacksonville, their division opponent, I'm just going to say that both times they're going to win this one. So because this is a divisional one, I'm just going to put 2 wins by it. I'm thinking that they're going to win by over 10 both times. The Jacksonville Jaguars just aren't a very complete team right now. But we'll see what they do in the draft and free agency. This next one versus the Titans, I think that the Titans will win the first game by 3 or less. And I know it's hard to win by 1 or 2 points in the NFL, but I think that the Texans are going to lose the first game and then find a way to rebound and win the second. Vrabel is a very good coach, and I think he can find a way to stop Watson and all of them. So I think that's how that division's opponent's going to turn out. Next up for the Colts, I think that they are going to beat the Colts both times. And again, it's the Colts are another team that are just figuring it out right now. They don't look like a scary team. Again, it's hard to do these before the NFL season starts. I will be doing game by game next year, like I did this year, but a little bit more. And so yeah, in the end, I believe the Texans will go 12-4. Don't forget to subscribe. Our goal is 100. We're about halfway there, and enjoy your guys' day. Let me know also what other team you want me to be doing this on, because I'll be doing more, and just give me suggestions on what team to do.